Should you use this lens on your Nikon Z8? Find out in this video. I'm using a pink telephone as a mic. Let's go take some pictures. Right here today in Sapporo and also in Tokyo. Nikon Z8 or Z8, depending on where you live in the world. It's been an incredible camera. I've used it at wedding days. I've used it at Japan with a fisheye. So far, that's kind of it. Did an engagement shoot. There was a dog. And overall, this camera's just really been amazing. Gone are the days of Nikon's autofocus being just not as good. And I've been very, very pleased with all the images that I'm taking. On the screen, you're seeing some screen records. I have full wedding days, both as an EVF screen record, so you can see exactly what the camera's doing, as well as I have some full wedding days kind of behind the scenes. So there's a lot of content on the channel if you're interested in the Nikon Z8, but let's talk a little bit more about it here in Japan. The Nikon 24mm f1.7 DX. Should you use it on your Nikon Z8? One thing I like about this lens is the fact that it is small. It's almost a pancake lens. I like that it's good in low light. I maybe like that it's an APS-C lens. What is 24? Kind of a 35. That's a nice travel lens. We should go take some pictures. What's up, bud? Have a good day. So this is a very high megapixel camera and an APS-C crop mode. The number on the screen are the megapixels that you get. I don't actually know what it is in crop mode right now, but you know before I do. It's on the screen. Here we have a Japanese delicacy, Family Mart fried chicken. It's nice. It says I am chicken. Is Fami Chiki better than the Nikon Z8? No, they're very different, but they're both very good. So minimum aperture, which is the biggest number, is f11, which if you're on this, you have pretty much, not unlimited, but you have a shutter speed that goes up to 1/32,000 of a second. So it's no problem to be kind of locked to f11, but that's the thing. Let's go shoot a little starburst of the sun and see what it looks like. So the sun appears to just completely disappear. I have D-lighting set to normal, so I don't know if that's doing something, but the raw file, that's what it looks like. F11, pointed straight at the sun. What does yours look like? Go down to F11 and see what it looks like. This is the Nikon, or no, this is the Canon R6 Mark II.
Giant solar flare, now I'm blind.
Marshall's dead and he's fried his camera. Welcome to Japan. Exciting news. Nikon is now sponsoring Canada Photo Summit. So if you're interested to come see some of these faces, you can come, and Nikon will be there too. Back to the video. Also, if you're interested in getting any of these shirts, they're all available to you. Do you have some friends? Maybe they want shirts. This lens, there's a few others that are pretty similar in both size and also price. Some of them are full frame, some of them are APS-C, and this one is an APS-C DX lens. The benefit of this is that it weighs pretty much nothing. I picked up the box, I didn't even feel like there was a lens in it. Someone else will do a full comparison of this lens versus others in terms of technical and sharpness and edge quality and everything like that. What I am going to do today is I'm going to shoot it just for kind of the feeling of this lens. I find that when we're out traveling, having a 35mm lens approximately is a very nice all-day walk-around lens. And I think a lot more variables, some that can't be engineered specifically, go into making a lens. So sometimes you get surprised with a lens that you would not think is going to be something that you'd use all the time. This lens is not stabilized, but the Nikon Z8 is. So that's exciting for us. Also, we'll do the test that is on your mind. Can it take selfies? The answer is, kinda actually. It's better than I thought. I'm also shooting this on shade white balance, which is the thing that I do often. I usually do this for weddings, for people's skin tones. So if I'm on a wedding day, I'm never photographing people like this. I'm photographing them with their backs to the sun, and I'm white balancing for their skin tone. And you can get these presets on the members website. If you're a member, you have access to them. If you're not a member, you can join as a member and get access to them, as well as all of my courses, $3,500 worth of wedding photography education. I guess you also should be a wedding photographer or interested in travel photography, more so on the wedding side though. Let's go back to taking pictures. So far in Sapporo, we've discovered that there are a lot of crab restaurants and a lot of these very large crabs fixed to buildings. So I don't know if there's just like one dude that's just got a real good sales team out there selling hundreds of these things, but it's a market here. Haven't seen it anywhere else in the world. We're here in Hokkaido. I'll tell you some history of Hokkaido. We came here 2 days ago and we're still here. And that is a brief history of Hokkaido. You'll also notice a natural vignette that could be seen as a flaw, or for me, I just kind of like the look. I like the way it frames the image, and that's a complete decision that is up to you, whether you like that or you don't like that. There's no right or wrong answer. Oh yeah. It's identifying the katsu as a face. Hello, Martha. This lens has no buttons. It has a front ring, but other than that, you get nothing. You have to use this button down here, which is fine. I think on the Z8, it's actually really nice to have access to this. You can also customize your focus modes in here as well. So if you only use maybe 3D tracking and full wide autofocus, you can make it so only those two will be cycled between, rather than the 10 other options that are available. For myself personally, if I'm out there on a wedding day, I'm usually just on full autofocus wide mode with face and eye detect working, and that is 95% of my day. And then I will lock it down to one of the modes where it gives you a little red box, and it will only do face and eye detect within that. And I'll usually do that if I'm at a wedding and the couple is walking towards the aisle at me and I know that there's lots of guests here. I basically just want to make sure that it makes the correct decision. And maybe something to mention, so if you're watching older reviews of Nikon Z series products, you're probably seeing that the autofocus maybe obviously wasn't as good. This is quite a significant improvement, but also that it had a tendency to select edges. So if I was taking a photo of Marshall here and there was a plant a little bit closer and way on the perimeter of my frame, it would usually track focus to that. It doesn't do that anymore. It seems to kind of understand what I'm trying to do, and I feel like it's a little bit more center weighted. So whenever I'm at a wedding day and I'm using the autofocus, this is with any of the lenses, that it seems to kind of know what I'm trying to do most of the time, and it's very rare that I have to override it now. It's a nice building. Here we have the Hello Kitty tram. It is arriving shortly. There it is, wow. Unfortunately, it's half in the shade, half in the sun. But it's a beautiful image. And my face and eye tracking work on this guy too. Look at this. This is a burger with like fried chicken on it? Okay. Here we have Santa climbing a building. I don't believe that Santa is a native creature to a primarily Buddhist country, but he's climbing this building. So we're now gonna head into a mega Don Quijote, and I'm gonna switch to auto white balance. So I've been on shade this entire time. For your raw photos, it doesn't really matter, but for your videos, it is much more important to get it closer to exactly what you want it to be. And it's also good practice to do it for photography as well. So let's go in Mega Donkey and see what's up. Oh, Don Cat. Here we have what appears to be a capsule station for a cat bell. So if you want your cat to be noisier, you can get that. You can buy anything here. What do you want? Do you need a wall of socks? How about a stem cell face mask? Feels very satisfying. Now let's go upstairs. Photography guy. Oh, this is the Rainforest Cafe level. One-day color contact lenses. Okay. How about a full section of watches? I need G-Shock, Timex, ties, I need a Gucci wallet, Balenciaga, World Food Program. How about some Prada hats? What else we got? How about Japanese whiskey? Some Golden Horse, some Suntory Owl, all for you here at the Donkey. A pipe smoking kit. We've now entered the bicycle and stationary section. This is the automotive section, but I bet one thing they don't actually have is this Nikon 24mm f1.7. But we are gonna see an electronic section because they might. Also, if you're a wedding vendor, Jenna and Nicole Ashley put us onto these, but there's ones, I'll see if I can find a link for Amazon, but they have fans that come out of the side. And what you do is when you're out in the hot sun, they also come in nice colors, and you're just blowing in the USB-C charge, and they just blow air at you, It's nice. So here we are in the television and washing machine section. And there's a lot of audio happening. This appears to be the Leica M7 pawn floor. Let's go investigate. So unfortunately the pawn shop doesn't open until 10 a.m. but fortunately there's a full food court on the 5th floor. Unfortunately everything appears to still be closed. What's on the 6th floor? This is a restaurant where the robot takes the order everywhere. Oh, watch out, robot crossing. There goes their pasta. So, should you use this lens on your Nikon Z8? I don't know, as a travel lens, I kind of like it a lot. Ergonomics are very nice, pancake in style, and when you don't need the full megapixels of your Nikon Z8, it's, I would say, more than good enough. Now, we're gonna head in here to Hot Chef, Seiko Mart, which is apparently a Sapporo convenience store. It's a new one to us. And we're gonna see about their fried chicken. See you next time. So thank you for joining me here with my thoughts on the Nikon Z8. Any questions, put them in the comments below, and I'm happy to get back to you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time. It's a crab.